Wow. But is this dethronement of God and deification of the universe scientific? We really want the truth. So that's the reason you came today, and that's the reason I've worked for 3 solid months on this lecture, but it's not going to take me that long to deliver it, hopefully. 3 solid months on this lecture because we need to have an answer. All right, stay with me. There are 6 parameters that scientists work with to derive data in the universe. All 6 must be included before factual conclusions can be drawn. And by the way, do we rub shoulders with real scientists? We have scientists in this room. I won't call them out. One of the world's most brilliant men, Sir David Otway Ray, called me some years ago. He was senior academician, Academy of Sciences, USSR, and a member of 4 other academies of science simultaneously, knighted by the Queen of England for his work in physics and astrophysics and math. His specialty was quantum algebra. Was he a believer? What was his opinion? Hold that thought to the end of the lecture, and let's see if there's time for me to answer those questions. All right. Okay, these 6 parameters are time, force, energy, space, matter, and information. That's all science has to work with. And it has to work with all of them for the experiment and the project to be considered scientific. Using these parameters, what is the criteria for any procedure to be scientific? Well, the scientific method involves the following. Discovery. There must be discovery. Well, Charles Darwin discovered some things on Galapagos Island, et cetera, et cetera. Finches were changing with their beaks, et cetera, et cetera. All right, but there must be analysis, but the analysis must be broader than a short set. There must be documentation, there must be experimentation, and there must be a prediction. Well, let's see if the theory of evolution meets these qualifications. And the system or project under study must be observable. Now, this is where we get into trouble. We can offer any hypothesis. There are little green Martians who came to visit us last night. How do you know? Because I saw their tracks near the museum when I came at 6:30 this morning. Well, how do you know there were little green Martians? Hold that thought. They were, I couldn't interpret, they weren't dog tracks. They weren't cat tracks. They were not tracks that would be made by an armadillo. So they had to be Martians. Okay, let's see if that'll hold water. Must be observable, must be statistical, and must be repeatable. This is where evolution gets into trouble. Let's go beyond this. Evolution's imaginary road to life is graphically portrayed in breathtaking drama as we envision each scene unfolding and anticipate upcoming developments with cliffhanging suspense. It is not difficult to get caught up in emotional identification with blobs of gooey compounds venturing into uncharted waters through eons of time, ultimately parading in unabashed dignity as man, the master of his own destiny, and in whose mind the churning universe realized its own existence. How could I write that paragraph? Because I experienced that. There was a time in my earlier life when that was reality to me, unfortunately. According to evolutionary dogma, life on Earth began more than 3 billion years ago, evolving from simple microbes into a dazzling array of complexity over time. But the most dramatic event of all was the primordial advancement from non-life to life, and we're quoting the leading scholars.